Welcome to the Collab Education channel, your destination for sophisticated content knowledge and innovative teaching practices. As pioneers in the education industry, our goal is to revolutionize and reignite the teaching profession. Our cutting-edge maths and literacy content for foundation phase teachers who are dedicated to reshaping the current education landscape. This animated module has been taken directly from our mobile app and is part of our freemium package. With a new piece of content released every week, you will have access to top quality, user-friendly ideas right at your fingertips. This animation is part of our Grade R Maths content. Join us on this exciting journey of education innovation and excellence.
At this stage, children need to be able to confidently rote count aloud from 1 to 5. This is an important skill as it provides a precursor to a meaningful understanding of numbers. The meaning attached to counting is the key conceptual idea on which all other number concepts are based. Counting concrete objects is an important mathematical skill in the establishment of an early number sense. One-to-one correspondence refers to the counting of each object in a group once and associating one number to each object. This differs from rote counting, which is simply reciting number names in order with no meaning attached to them. One-to-one correspondence is a far more complex skill for children to develop. The introduction to one-to-one correspondence should be engaging for the children. Have them sit in a circle on the floor in the space where you're going to deliver the lesson. Begin with a series of counting songs to encourage counting aloud. The inclusion of actions, gestures, and movements during these songs is important and should be modeled by you. The children should become familiar with these songs and actions over the course of the year. Include a song about parts of the body, as a section of this lesson will require the children to know and count body parts. We recommend choosing the song Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. Have the children sit in a circle in the area where the lesson will be presented. Explain to the children that they are going to count a selection of body parts. Have the children touch their heads. Ask them how many heads they each have. Move through the different parts of the body, pointing to each one, counting aloud and questioning as you go, including head, nose, eyes. Express that we have 2 eyes, touch them as you count 1 and then 2. Ask the children if they have more eyes than noses. Ears. Draw the children's attention to us having the same number of ears as eyes. Mouth, shoulders, arms, hands, fingers. There are a lot of these. Count the number of fingers on one hand together, touching each finger as you count. You can check the number of fingers on both hands, 5 and 5. This is excellent counting practice. Tummy, legs, feet, and toes. Have the children take off their shoes and count the number of toes on each foot. Count aloud as you go, touching each toe. Ask the children what other body part they have that they counted 5 of. They have the same number of fingers and toes. To consolidate counting practice, have the children work with a partner, counting their body parts and identifying which body parts they only have 1 of. These would include head, nose, mouth, and tummy. The next activity would work best in a large space outdoors. With the class standing in a circle, have the children follow your instructions. Working with numbers from 1 to 5, begin with the number 1. Have them show you 1 clap, 1 jump, 1 spin, 1 frog jump, and 1 stamp of their foot. Count each action aloud as you go. Slowly increase the number of actions they need to show you, working in numerical order. Once the children are comfortable with this, mix up the number of actions they need to perform, such as 1 clap, 3 jumps, 2 spins, 5 frog jumps, and 4 stamps of the feet. As you walk back to the classroom, count any steps you may need to walk up or down. To consolidate counting in ones using body parts, have the children complete a written activity. Ahead of the lesson, prepare a series of trays containing images of the relevant body parts. Task the children with assembling a body onto paper by collecting the right number of body parts from the trays. This will reinforce one-to-one correspondence. Alternatively, the children could draw their own body onto paper, acknowledging the relevant body parts. For example, they should know to draw a person's eyes, mouth, and nose onto a face. By the age of 6, children should have reached the developmental stage where these kinds of details are evident. To support the acquisition of one-to-one correspondence, count aloud with the children as they count objects. Touch objects or move objects as you count. Ask the children how they know which objects they have counted, and ask the children if there are more or less of a certain object. Provide praise and, where necessary, support for the children who have not yet mastered the skill of counting in ones. One-to-one correspondence activities should become part of lesson warm-ups or maths activities throughout the year. Numbers are an abstract concept. By teaching counting aloud and one-to-one correspondence, we are able to give meaning to numbers. Children enjoy this type of learning as they can relate to it. Learning through the use of actions is called kinesthetic learning. This allows for deeper engagement in lessons, particularly for those children who benefit from being able to learn through movement.
Thanks for joining us today. We hope you found this animated module informative and engaging. Mark your calendars for our next release, airing next week Wednesday at 8 a.m. Central Africa Time. To stay up to date with our latest releases, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and follow us on all of our social media platforms, including Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, and TikTok. We appreciate your support and look forward to sharing our next module with you. Join the Collab tribe today.